Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Tyranny. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the presence of Tunon, the Archon of Justice, and he's really pissed at us. Look at this, Wrath level 4, 81% to tier 5. I'm not sure what the maximum tier is, but he's so pissed. Last episode we pushed all of his tiny little stupid buttons, and we got to find out a little bit more about him and about the law, and I think I'm gonna continue pushing his buttons all day long, and I don't really care for him, because after all, we're both servants of Kairos' law and Kairos' justice and peace. Actually, peace is the keyword right there. And I think my character just loves running his mouth anyway. So, yeah, and either way, while saying stuff that he feels is true, or while just faking it and trying to suck up to somebody, what he says and what he does, those are two different things for my character. So yeah, let's just push this guy because he doesn't feel. Basically, my character doesn't feel that he is held accountable for any words that he might say that are within the confines of the law. So he doesn't fear Tunon. I personally think that if I keep going the way I go, the next time we see this guy, it's gonna be bad. But, well, my character doesn't. My character is confident in his own stubbornness. Let's see. I'm curious about the restrictions on forbidden knowledge. Oh yeah, that's right. So last episode we were talking about the laws and all of that, and I had a few things to say about that as well. Yeah, we're going to continue that. This forbidden knowledge over here was the thing that, the reason why the library, the Burning Library now became the Burning Library. In the, if you guys remember, in the character creation, the conquest part. So yeah. Let's see what he has to say about that. Kairos herself sets the standards of what can and cannot be known. These restrictions are rarely enforced, but they are worth taking into account. During the war, for example, Kairos deemed the knowledge of the Vellum Citadel taboo. No one may possess the wisdom that fallen repository, save Kairos herself. Calling it all taboo seems a bit like overkill, says Lantry, but to play Kairos' advocate, the world would hardly be safer if all had access to the lore of making poisons, or the art of arming brigands in fire bronze, or fine bronze, I guess. This is for the protection of her subjects. Yeah, well, I never doubted that. Before the coming of Kairos, because she doesn't want her armies killed, because before the coming of Kairos, during the ages of anarchy and discord, powerful knowledge in undeserving hands leveled empires without thought or mercy. And of course, undeserving over here, for example, means enemy, and it's all really, well, what he's saying is true. He's just not using the words that you and I would probably use. But anyway, Kairos has no desire to revisit those dark times. Yeah, sure. Taboo, knowledge, forbidden. It's all just... Stop! Don't learn that technology! No, don't upgrade your armor! Please don't. Anyway, am I beholden to these laws? He's gonna be pissed. No, he's not. That should not be in question, he says. We are all subjects of Kairos. Her laws define and regulate our very way of life. With that said, as an agent of law, you are granted more leeway than a soldier or citizen. You may find yourself compelled to commit morally questionable acts in the name of Kairos. If it serves the court's justice, much may be forgiven. If the court finds any of your actions suspect, we will summon you to answer for yourself. Your testimony will be heard, and judgment rendered. Oh, look at that! We are now tier 4 as well! Oh, wait a minute, that was a lot of favor right there. You are exceedingly curious. Oh, that was nice. You are exceedingly curious, he says, about the application of Kairos' law. I find it refreshing that you would seek my counsel, Fatebinder. Well, thank you very much, Tunon. You are a terrible person, and I hate you, but... you might still serve my interests. Let's see what happens. So basically, ask all the questions. Just ask all the questions. Then be on your way. Okay, see you later, man. Have fun doing whatever
I got it.
You do. Hopefully nobody else leveled up, because we still need to train, and I wasted already a couple of levels for me. Did I? Okay, so we have 3 primary quests. We need to go into the War of the Arca, so we need to meet Graven Ash. Yeah, we need to go there. We need to find evidence. Oh, we need to investigate what's happening with the war over there and find evidence against. Well, I don't think Graven Ash has a standing that is gonna help me anymore. It depends on where Tunon wants me and all that sort of stuff. But my long-term objective of having Graven Ash just help me by his own loyalty towards me. Might not be usable anymore, might not be a good objective anyway for right now, so I might be just about to destroy them both. Stirring visions. Whatever you did in Ascension Hall, yeah, investigate the spires. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Okay, let's have a chat with these guys. Maybe we're gonna start doing that quest right now. Let's save the game as well. There it is. And have a chat with Mocking Blaze. Oh, I'd immolate you right here where you stand if it weren't for Tunon breathing down our necks. Really? Wasn't me who started that, well, thing. Fate Binder, says Blood Mulch. You're no stranger to Tunon's court, but I prefer to spend as little time here as possible. In spite of these closed walls, I feel strangely exposed. He glances up at Tunon. Fair warning, when you backed Ash, you were as good as singing your death warrant, but we shouldn't discuss such matters in a court of law. You'll make our time in the tears an interesting one, won't you? He smiles for an uncomfortably long time. Of course you will. He ignores you with a stern and distant expression. That guy does. Bitter quip. Oh, look at that. Who's that guy? Bitter quip. Good to have you back, man. It's been a while. And I pat him on the back and just keeps ignoring me. Hey, do you guys know this guy? He's such a pal. And he keeps ignoring me. And I'm talking to these guys. And he say some bawdy joke about him in a brothel house and just not finding something else between the legs of the courtesan. Anyway, we are gonna talk to Fatebinder Callio over here. Fatebinder Callio. We didn't finish talking to her because we were kind of in a hurry. Regards, Cora. You look as if you need something. Yes, I do. So you seem to know much of my actions. Have you been spying on me, perhaps? No, I mean, not trying to build animosity here. And, well, don't act so surprised, she says. It's my duty to ensure that those who operate under the Adjudicator's name adhere to the spirit of his law, if not the very letter. And those who don't will be dealt with, she says, swiftly and efficiently, at the point of Blenheimmark's blade. The Fatebinder slips a slim dagger from the folds of her purple garb, flipping the weapon almost idly in the air. Of course, that is assuming I don't dispatch them first. I take my duty seriously, and I am very, very good at it. Oh, I'm sure you are. Do you want to join my party over here? Can you cast healing spells? I find it really weird if I could get another Fatebinder on my party, although that might be the case. How have you occupied your time in the Bastard City? Tunon sends me on an assignment here and there, she says. I settle disputes between the locals when the adjudicator is otherwise occupied. Everything from trade disagreements to pushing Cora's squatters out of a basement. Real rewarding work. She waves it off. Oh, the glory of war is not an honor reserved for the likes of us. We're the fish swimming in Tunon's wake, picking up scraps along the way. We're rather large and imposing compared to the bottom feeders of the tiers, but fish all the same. Are we? Aren't they all fish all the same? Aren't we all fish all the same? It's not Tunon's wake, but I guess what she says actually is quite important, and it probably ties up with what we heard before. Tunon might be, well, abusing his power. I'm not really sure if that's the case, but we'll see. I'd like to know more about Tunon. Tunon is our overlord's fair and exacting adjudicator. He speaks with the voice of Kairos' law, and his word is judgment. All of this and more you can learn by asking him yourself. Go on, or does he intimidate you still? I jest, of course. Yeah. Let's have a chat with this guy. Fatebinder, you return? Oh, I talked to him. Oh, I really like that guy. I remember liking him, but I didn't know I had talked to him all the things that I could talk to. That I could talk about. Apparently I did. So apparently I did like him a bunch. Let's save the game again. And have a chat with who do I need? Albatronus, yeah. Didn't think you'd make it out of that pass alive. You've done well for the Legion, Fatebinder. What about you, Surveyors? What's up? Oh, anything beats a prolonged siege, eh, Fatebinder? Enjoy the war while you can. Oh, man, yeah. It's good to see you as well. Fatebinder, the lieutenant gives you a curt nod. I'm ill at ease in this polished hall, but I admit that it's a reprieve from the battlefield and training grounds. If Ash needs me to stay here and represent his interests throughout the occupation, then I'll be up to the task. And I gained favor with this favored. Oh, nice. Okay, so apparently there's tier 6 at least. It can't be worse, she says, than our days in Lathian's Crossing. Joking aside, you were generous to grant the disfavored control over the city. Even the Iron Legion needs a break from the front every once in a while. Yeah, so basically I sent the...
Right.
I sent the Scarlet Chorus in, and that was my decision because I think maybe the game told me that that would be a little bit more of a sneaky approach. Ooh, what's going on? And then I let this favor take control. Hey, teleportation? Welcome back, kid, says Blenheimmark. Hey, it's this guy. Ooh, looks really menacing, actually. Amusing as it would have been to watch the edict drop, I guess I'm glad you lived. Blenheimmark, Archon of Shadows, rouses from a faraway stare, turning to face you with a wry smile. Though he stands still, he seems to sift in and out of the shadows that shroud him. And I get favored with him as well, although he doesn't have a... Oh, he's just black? That makes sense. Here you threw your rings on Graven Ash's side, he says. Not a bad bet to pick the Archon of War, but tell me the truth. Did you go with Ash because it seemed like the right thing to do, or because supporting the voices was a worse option? Really? You can't see through me? Are you really that dull? Well, let's see. So if he can't see through me, maybe he's not that... I mean, not that the game would have access to that, but maybe it would. Maybe the writers would be able to glean some insight into my own objectives. My objective as a player. But let's see. More capable a warlord, that would be the right choice, or because it was the right choice. Our lives depend on military success. And that's again for the right choice. What sane creature would trust? No, that's not. What is it you? Archon of the Elderly. Oh, I want to piss him? Do I? Maybe I don't. Okay, so let's go with one of these three. So he's option... Yeah, the right thing to do, I don't think this is what he wants. So this is the option I need to tell him. Let's go with that one, because he seems to be liking the flow. So what sane creature would trust the voices of the rat? And I can favor with him. Ververse got a little bit of a fear towards me. That's okay. That's okay. I need her to fear me a little bit as well. One does like to win a battle every once in a while, says Verse. At least the voices of Nerat isn't consumed by grief or hesitation like some Archons I know. Yeah, I kind of forgot that she was there. But seriously, she should know that I don't trust him. She just, yeah, whatever. I can more favor with him. Holy crap. Very nice. Don't mistake him, says Bled and Mark. The Archon of Secrets thrives on mistrust. When the, ooh, really? Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. When everyone believes you're lying, speaking the truth is a fine blade with which to cut your enemy. Yeah, that's a very, very true thing. All that matters is that the Edict of Execution was stayed. Those stationed at Vendrin's Well should be thanking you for their lives. Now, I assume you were off to go meet with Ash, but first, you and I need to have a little chat. I'm listening. Everyone's keeping an eye on you, he says, because you did something nobody has done before. Gotta guess that's what that might be? Well, it wasn't resolve an edict before its consequences came to pass. It was because... Fatebinder to engage in war against an ally soldier? No. The Fatebinder to proclaim 2 edicts? No, I didn't proclaim 2 edicts. Shut up. The resolve? No. Oh, wait a minute. To have decided to promote of some position... Oh, wait a minute. I'm the first Fatebinder Kairos has decided to promote... Yeah, let's not go with that one. So I think I know the answer to this one. I'm the first person to take an evasive stance against the rhetorical questions? No. That's yeah. I'm the first Fatebinder to... Oh, wait a minute. Would that be a good one to go for him? Or is that going to draw his wrath? Maybe. He's the shadow... Let's see. I don't think this is the right answer. It was... Or maybe it is. Let's go with that one. I'm the first to resolve an edict before its consequences came to pass. And there it is. Close, but not quite. Yeah, well, I don't think it was that one. It's rare, but it's not the first time that Kairos has issued an edict primarily as a threat, providing the target sufficient time and motivation to comply in order to avoid the edict's punishing effects. Yeah, what was it then? Proclaiming an edict isn't new, neither is surviving or resolving the commandments of an edict, but you're the first to proclaim and resolve the very same edict, and it didn't kill you. Yeah, but that wasn't a question. So I think this was the closest one, and that's why I gained favor right there. I'm a favor 2, exactly favor 2. So I think the game was tuned for that particular answer right there. Let's see. In one fell swoop, he says, you survived your second edict, resolved the very one you had proclaimed, and woke an arcane structure that had slept for several centuries. Yeah, that's the 3 things I did. All I did was just 1, but you guys keep saying that I did 3. I did 3 apparently. So let's glare at him silently. I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you're in now that you have put yourself on the map. Sticking with this favorite is a smart idea, kid. At least smarter than getting mixed up with the Archon of Secrets. You'll never really be one of them, but if you value Ash's warriors, they'll serve you the best they can. Yeah, I think so. Wait, there's still so much I want to ask you. Not now. Try me somewhere with fewer prying eyes and listening ears. Well... Oh, is he friendly? I think he is. I think he's a friendly guy. So if I'm polite with him, if I show him my friendliness, I think he's gonna like me a little bit more than if I just say until next time. Let's see. Thanks for the advice. And there it is. The Archon of Shadows shrugs to you in farewell, but his golden eyes are alight with interest as he watches you. Hell yeah, I like this guy. I like the fact that I like him as a character because he's the Archon of Shadows. He's the executioner, effectively, of the Archon of Justice, and he's friendly as well, and he knows a lot of stuff as well, which is pretty awesome. And I want to have him at my side, so definitely like that character. Let's save the game and get going, because we have a lot of places to be, and we are not going to talk to these guys right away. We need to do that in a few episodes because we have a lot of things to do, and that's where I click to go through the world. So we have over down here the Iron Hearth. We have the Bastard Tier up here. We have the I can zoom in or out. I would like that. The Cacophony. This is the destroyed land. The Stone Sea. Yeah, that's right. And over here, what is that? The Burning Library entrance. We can go there later? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's go to the Sunset Spire. And what is... The old wall? Is this the old wall? Is it? No. Or, I don't know. Let's go there. Let's find out what that is. We got a spire. These are the walls. And Lathian's Crossing it is. Built in the shadows of an old wall's junction. Yeah, that's the old walls. In the realms of Haven, Lathian's Crossing is a growing trading settlement. The nearby rivers are rich in iron ore, though the locals lack the technology to smelt and forge the element. In the years following Kyrus' conquest of the Tiers, the population of Lathian's Crossing swelled, with refugees fleeing the destruction of their homelands. The presence of the forge-bound mining the iron, along with their guards, makes this makeshift settlement a vital resource for Kyrus' armies. In the year 429, yeah, who did I leave over here? The governor of Lathian's Crossing, in Kyrus' name, you granted control of the settlement to this favor. That was a good one. It's a good thing. Yeah, that's what he said before as well. Because if it had been the... Ooh, got an ambush. Nice. A group of mercenaries, members of the Bronze Brotherhood, are blocking the road to Lathian's Crossing. Let's put the game on the spot again. It's not going to be a combat encounter. Ooh, that's a nice, pretty backdrop over there. Is that... No, but that... Yeah, that's the spire. Okay, the combat log provides... Don't tell me that. This is not a combat encounter. It's not an actual ambush. They want to talk. They might want to kill us, but they want to talk. Come on, game. Don't give me a random encounter. Don't do that to me. There's no need for that. It's okay. Yeah, I was right. You must be joking, a toll? I will pay no such thing. I meant to be let through. Who's that? Sorry, no one passes through without paying. Who are these guys? Seriously. A small figure stands before some armor-clad soldiers. His arms move wildly as he gestures in frustration, yelling at the men directly in front of him. Absolutely not. I've come through Iron Hall trade more times than I can remember. No one ever asked me for a toll before, and I wouldn't be paying one now. He notices you standing nearby and turns to speak. Fatebinder, surely you, of all people, can help me. My name is Aster, and I must get the Lathian's, to Lathian's Crossing. I have goods to deliver. Tell this man I will not be paying a toll. To him or anyone, and he is to let me through. He folds his arms over his chest and nods with a pronounced finality. Greetings, Fatebinder. I'm sorry you have been drawn into this. What you've stumbled into here is merely a conflict of the changing times. I am Will of the Bronze Brotherhood. Iron Hall Trail is under our protection, and anyone passing through must obey our rules. If this gentleman would like passage through our lands, a simple donation is required. He holds out his hand. These funds help our cause and keep Iron Hall a safe place for all travelers. Clearly, you both can see the value in that. Aster speaks, his arms swinging about again, emphasizing his words. And who exactly is keeping it safe? You standing here with your weapons at the ready against me? His arms drop and he turns to you again. I'm not but a traveling merchant. I have no money to spare, and I certainly pose no threat to anyone. Keep this area safe indeed. He points at Will. You are the only threat here. Fatebinder, please, talk some sense into this man. Okay, so address Will. Or address Aster. Or pay. That'd be an interesting thing right there. Let's see. So, this man will not be paying a toll today. Call your guards off and allow us passage immediately. Or just because you passed through before means nothing. Pay the toll now or head back. You try my patience. This... I'm gonna pay it for myself. It's pretty expensive, but I actually can't see the, I can't see the money I have. I don't think I'll gain favor with Lethian's crossing. I should, but yeah, here's the payment for the merchant to pass unharmed. I gained favor with Lethian's crossing. I did, and I lost 50 copper rings, which is pretty good. It's not the bronze rings. Thank you, Fatebinder. You have done a great deal of good today. Aster bows dramatically. He turns back to the soldiers, and you, brute, move aside and let me pass. Will makes an exaggerated flourish and moves out of Aster's way. But of course, he raises an enormous hammer and stops Aster, pressing it against his chest. Though, merchant, do be sure to make some rings of your own for your trip back. I doubt your friend here will be around to pay your way through these lands twice. He smiles, moves his hammer, and gestures for Aster to continue. Okay, and now I can deal with these guys. The reason why I didn't do that is, first, because I didn't see either of these guys being a particularly beneficial friend to me, so making friends with one and enemies of the other really wouldn't be a very pragmatical choice. And then, also because I want to be fair to the ones below me, and they are all below me. So, I'm gonna kill these guys if they're, like, brigands or just racketeering money out of, like, extorting money out of passerby, and yeah. So let's see. Will returns to his position and looks you over, his former genial mood gone. So, a Fatebinder in our little corner of the world. Would have ever thought this would happen? He spits between his feet, then crashes it into the dirt with his boot. While I appreciate your help dealing with that merchant, I'm afraid I can't let you pass until you have spoken with our leader, Ryatomon. Personally, I thought he was crazy, saying you'd be visiting Lethian's Crossing. Looks like I owe him a few rings. He shakes the pouch around his neck, making the rings inside jiggle melodically. Not that there's a shortage of those out here. What can this humble servant of the Brotherhood do for you, Fatebinder? And don't ask me to let you through, because that isn't happening. Verse's loyalty is 1, so let's see what she says. Someone made the mistake of giving this little man too much power, says Verse. And he's about to discover what happens when you stand in my way. I think so. If you think you can get him to move, do it. With pleasure. Hey, shithead! Shitmit, actually. Shitmit. Do you plan on moving your ass this century, or do we have to stand here jawing like a bunch of graybeards? We're on a mission, and staring at your ugly mug and catching up on the past won't get it done any faster. Are you going to move on, or do I need to start cutting? Because I'm partial to either option, really. The mercenary's mouth hangs open in disbelief. He swallows and attempts to gather his pride. I would help you, but my boss told me to guard this bridge. No one gets by without Ryatommon's permission. Okay, so he's actually afraid of her. And apparently they don't like me too much. That's fine, but hopefully Verse does. Kairos, give me strength. You deserve this far more than I am going to enjoy it. Verse swings her fist and lands a punch with a meaty whack, snapping back the mercenary's head. Will rubs his cheek. Hold on, I'm just doing my job. I apologize if I offended. Ryatomon will have my head if I let you through. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, apparently he's coming for your help, mister. While you are talking to Will, a striking man with a shock of bright blonde hair approaches, moving away from some men searching bodies of slain soldiers to the south. He watches you intently as he closes, his angular features pulling into a look of disdain. And here's the Fatebinder. He doesn't mask the displeasure in his voice. I knew we'd see you. I was just wondering when. And I've gained wrath again, huh? One trip to Lethian's Crossing wasn't enough, Governor. He continues, the Bronze Brotherhood were original protectors of Lethian's Crossing, but they passed control to Kairos' forces and stayed as retainers. That's right, I could have chosen them to stay there. Over time, they proved too disorganized to keep the peace. You handed the settlement over to the disfavored, trusting in the discipline to maintain order. The Brotherhood mercenaries considered this a slight on their lawful claim. Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. He doesn't even mask the contempt in his voice. You had to return where no one asked you to come? Throwing me out of my home wasn't sufficient. Are you here to disrupt my life some more? He looks at his men, who stopped to watch the conversation. You aren't done! He flicks his hands at them, and they return to their searching. It doesn't really matter why you're here. I don't care. I have more important things to worry about. In case you've forgotten me already, my name is Ryatomon. Or something. I am the first brother, leader of the Bronze Brotherhood. Yep. But I'm sure you already know that. Couldn't help but see you over here, talking to Will and that traveling merchant. Only here for a moment and already sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, aren't you? It doesn't I don't appreciate others invading my territory, Fatebinder. I told him he had to speak to you, Ratomon. He wanted through, but I told him no. If you don't give me the signal, the Fatebinder isn't getting into Lethian's Crossing. No one will invade your territory. Ratomon stares at Will for a few moments, lips pursed, then continues as if Will never spoke. Watch yourself while you are a guest in my land. If you have come to stir up more trouble, we are well equipped, if not, and will not back down in the defense of what is rightfully ours. He sweeps his arm in front of him, gesturing to the surrounding countryside. Welby and I might not always agree, but that is one point we see eye to eye. If you step out of the line, we will both correct you. His eyes narrow and leans towards you. You are not welcome here. Now tell me what you want or leave. Well, I am gonna take everything I can out of you and then I will attack. But first, let's see. You would do well to watch your tone when speaking to a Fatebinder. Oh, that's an interesting line. I like that. Let's go with that because that gives him a chance. Ratomon laughs hollowly. Yeah, just digging his own grave. I care not about Kairos' forces. I've already reaped the rewards of my loyalty and I will not make that mistake again. You have taken my home, but I will have it back. I won't cower when you raised your voice against me, lapdog. Oh, really? You're planning on a rebellion, huh? Well, seems like an interesting setup. I'm not welcome in your land. This is not your land anymore. And I've gained wrath. Yes, such arrogance is the precursor to a mighty fall, Fatebinder. I might not currently have control of Lethian's Crossing, but we both know possessions are fleeting. Lethian's Crossing is my home, and your imagined control of our lives doesn't change that fact. Well, actually, it is fleeting. I am actually thinking that it will be my land after I'm done with the Spire, because apparently I'm magical or something. I'm not really sure what happens with the Spires. Why are you charging travelers a toll to get through Ironhall Trail? I don't see how the affairs of the Brotherhood are your business, Fatebinder. Suffice it to say, the funds we receive from our tolls help us keep the lands around Lethian's Crossing safe. We are owed our dues, and we shall have them. Really? Yeah, it's not my business. I'm basically a walking judge. It is always my business. I will investigate everything, and I will kick your ass. Tell me about the Bronze Brotherhood. We are a humble group with noble, long-held traditions on the side of right and honor. Ratamon's voice fills with pride. If there is an injustice that needs to be rectified, we are called. So you're hired mercenaries. Ratamon's face takes on a sour expression. If you want to be crass, then yes. People pay us for our services, but it's hardly the reason we do what we do. Relax, there's no shame in doing what you do well for a decent wage, says Lantry. But claiming you're doing the work of the righteous when you're just selling your brawn makes you sound like a brigand or a conqueror. Those are quite arrogant words from a man who belongs to a group that takes knowledge and hides it from the world. Your opinion in that matter means nothing to me. Yeah, I need to get to Lethian's Crossing, though. Ratomon looks at you with an incredulous expression. Absolutely not! You must be crazy if you think I'm letting a disfavored sympathizer through to consort with my enemies. Who knows? Actually, you should say my enemy's sympathizer to consort with a disfavored. Or actually, you should say a disfavored sympathizer to consort with a disfavored. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of disfavored sympathizers on the other side of this bridge, because that's where the disfavored are. Anyway. Who knows what plans you would make to undermine my authority? Well, my dagger will make a good plan for that. He crosses his arms over his chest. You have some nerve, Fatebinder. First, you have me thrown from my home, and now you want back in so you can come up with an even worse punishment. Well, I tried to be reasonable, but you had to make it difficult, didn't you? I knew you couldn't be trusted, cad! What is that? I know what... I don't know what cad is. Don't call me names I don't know. He's turning his back on me. The forces of Kairos will always show their true face if pushed. Ratomon retreats, calling his men as he runs. Guards! We have a snake in our midst! To arms! To arms! Oh no, let me pause the game. Oh, what the hell is it? Oh, I wanted to kill him. Okay, well, let's kill these guys. Those guys apparently might be coming this way as well. Start the proceedings with you getting the F out of there, sir. Apparently not. That's not a thing he can do. So he stays there and takes the damage. You are gonna do the, this thing over here. Call on these guys over there. No, actually, that's not gonna be a good thing. Let's have these guys there. You are gonna sweep your feet on that guy. And then you come back here. Are they attacking him? Yeah, they're both... Are they? No, this guy's still attacking him. Okay, so you, lady, you need to attack. Oh, actually, this death from above is gonna be an interesting thing. What weapon does she have? She has the.
You got it.
So death from above coming over there, buff coming from over here. Okay, next up, you're gonna need to erase the record in yourself, sir, because nobody's actually attacking him at this point. That's really good. Okay, so he's healed up. Okay, let's move him aside. Nobody's attacking him. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and let's go with a Titan's Touch on Barrick, if you can, of course. But there's somebody coming over there. Okay, that's not good. He's gonna cast that, please. Okay, he's gonna have to disengage here. He's taking more wounds. You are gonna need a potion, and you are gonna need quicken. That's gonna heal everybody, right? Heals the Fate Binder. Yeah, let's go with that. I think it heals everybody. Quicken. It worked, right? No, it didn't. Damn it! Okay, so he's going down. Sir, you need to heal yourself. Oh boy. That's the one, right? That's the one. Restoring touch. Yeah. Touch yourself all you like. You need that. You need that, otherwise you die. Even with a mic. Oh, he's going down. He's got 5 health. He's got 5 health. Oh, 54. He did it. He's still doing his thing as well. Okay, so second breath. Nope. Let's see. So what's our enemy situation over here? We got this guy kind of taking a bunch of damage. Let's see what you can do, sir. Can you manifest that guy? That'll be a good thing. And let's have her. She's not being attacked by anybody, so I'm gonna bring her around and do that on that guy over there. Oh, he's attacking her. Oh, that was when the pin would come. He's disengaging though. That's okay. So he's burning now. Oh, he's even burning. He's attacking me. Okay, well, change weapons. Kill him in the face. Let's see. Furious Rage. Don't you have? Oh yeah, she does have an ability that I rarely use.
You got it.
Because she's a spellcast or yeah, that. So we're gonna need to heal her again. I'm gonna try my own healing spell. Oh, not her, him, Barrick. You, sir, are gonna need a Spectral Blur on him because apparently he does seem to be the one. Yeah, that guy's not really enjoying this wolf fight. Okay, so he's taking a lot of. Everybody's really in a bad way. She's taking a bunch of damage as well. Oh boy. So she's doing the skewer. She missed the skewer. She didn't do the skewer. Do the stupid skewer. Okay, so she's gonna die, it seems. Can I do the leg sweep again? No, cannot. Can you do that taunting thing? Yes, you can. Taunt them all, please. Okay, did that work? Not on that one, unfortunately. Okay, so she's gonna need a potion here. And she is gonna need, let's see, Blood Soaks the Stone. Damn it, do this. She has 2 weapons. Yeah, she does. There it is. See?
You little shit.
Yeah, calling them names, but that's not gonna help you. Yeah, she's down. That's a very powerful weapon. That guy is really powerful. Who the hell is he? Oh, that's Will. Oh, that makes sense then. Okay, so let's have it. You. Who are you? Oh, that's you. Okay, so he's gonna attack. Oh, that's me. Okay, so you are in a good position here to bring her back up.
Got dark all of.
Yeah, I did. That's all your fault. Let's go with the thrust here.
A sudden.
Oh, we're over time. Just look at my second screen. Okay, that's good. Let's bring her out of here to attack that guy right there. And you, sir, need to get out of there. I think we're doing well. Who's that? Oh, that's Barrick. Okay, I was looking at it wrong. Yeah, we're gonna endure that. It should be okay. Let's, no, let's cast this on Barrick.
As you command. You little shit.
Oh, he's attacking him. Okay, yeah, you're gonna need to, did you cast that? I think you did. Ooh, that disengage worked. That disengage worked. Wait a minute, I cast the thing. Where did I cast? Where did I cast the thing? Did I cast it on the enemy? Didn't cast it on the enemy, did I? Hope not. And down he goes. Okay. That's what they get, the stupid Bronze Brotherhood. Right. Should call themselves the... Anyway, I'll let you guys finish that one. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Tyranny. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.